days ago, we published that Caroline Ellison had been granted bail and she was required to be fully cooperative and helpful into the investigation on FTX and Sam Bankman-Fried. In her plea written under oath, she confirmed what many have suspected to have happened at FTX and Alameda, contrary to what Sam had been telling people before his arrest in the Bahamas. She said, "From 2019 through 2022, I was aware that Alameda was provided access to a borrowing facility on FTX.com, the cryptocurrency exchange run by Mr. Bankman-Fried. I understand that FTX executives had implemented special settings on Alameda's FTX.com account that permitted Alameda to maintain negative balance in various fiat currencies and cryptocurrencies. In practical terms, this arrangement permitted Alameda access to an unlimited line of credit without being required to post collateral, without having to pay interest on negative balances, and without being subject to margin calls or FTX.com liquidation protocols. I understand that if Alameda's FTX account had significant negative balances in a particular currency, it meant that Alameda was borrowing funds that FTX customers had deposited onto the exchange. When I was co-CEO and then CEO, I understood that Alameda had made numerous illiquid venture investments and had lent money to Mr. Bankman-Fried and other FTX executives. I also understood that Alameda financed the investment with short-term and open-term loans worth several $billion from external lenders. In and around June 2022, I agreed with others to borrow several $billion from FTX to repay these loans. I understood that FTX would need to use customers' funds to finance its loans to Alameda. I also understood that many FTX customers invested in crypto derivatives and that most FTX customers did not expect that FTX would lend out their digital asset holdings and fiat currency deposits to Alameda in this fashion. From in and around July 2022 through at least October 2022, I agreed with Mr. Bankman-Fried and others to provide materially misleading financial statements to Alameda's lenders. In furtherance of this agreement, for example, we prepared certain quarterly balance sheets that concealed the extent of Alameda's borrowing and the billions of dollars in loans that Alameda had made to FTX executives and to the related parties. I also understood that FTX had not disclosed to FTX equity investors that Alameda could borrow a potentially unlimited amount from FTX, thereby putting customers' assets at risk. I agreed with Mr. Bankman-Fried and others not to publicly disclose the true nature of the relationship between Alameda and FTX, including Alameda's credit management. She concluded by saying, "I am truly sorry for what I did. I knew it was wrong, and I want to apologize for my action to the affected customers of FTX, lenders to Alameda, and investors in FTX. Since FTX and Alameda collapsed in 2022, I have worked hard to assist with the recovery of assets for the benefit of customers and to cooperate with the government's investigation. I am here today to accept responsibility for my action by pleading guilty." The court asked her that since she knew what she did was wrong, did she also know that what she did was illegal? To this she answered yes.